everyone, welcome to the class. A very good evening. So, before I start the session, quickly let me know if you can see me and hear me properly. Yes, good evening Aman, Yoganand, Rafiq Ahmed, Prachi. Hi Prachi, Monica, Nirmit, good evening. Hi Aditi. Hello Monalisha, perfectly visible and audible. Great. All right, I can see lots of thumbs up. Yes, so there is no glitch, so we can start. So what are we going to learn today? Well, today's session is about coordinate geometry. So we are going to learn the entire chapter in just one session. Yes, it's coordinate geometry in one shot. Yes? How many of you have actually learned this? How many have actually done this in your school? Yes? Because see, coordinate geometry is one topic which I think you have learned in grade 8 as well, right? In grade 7 as well, we don't learn the coordinate geometry exactly, but yes, we learn about the number line plotting and all, yes? Some of you, I can see that they are saying that we have done it. But it's okay. Today we are going to revise it then, right? If you have done it. And those who haven't, that's fine. So because I'm going to start this topic right from the scratch. So entire topic would be completed in just one class. Yes? All right. So let's get started. So before I straight away jump into the session, let me give you an important update. So this is regarding the BYJU'S mini learning program, which is now free. But it is a limited period offer. So to avail this, you have to use the code YT3. All are in caps over here. Yes, the link is there in the description. You can check that out after this session. Now for now, let me tell you what all benefits you are getting here. So first thing, 3 sessions you can get absolutely free using this code. So as it is a dual teacher advantage you have here, one-on-one guidance from a personal mentor, live interactive classes would be there. And yes, you would get after class assignments and assessments, and you can schedule the class as per your convenience and for whatever subjects you want to take the class for, right? So I'm sure that you're going to love this app. Alright, so I hope everybody has joined the Telegram channel. So many benefits we have here. Session updates are shared here. Some revision questions, homework questions. Session PDFs would be shared here. Yes, interesting quizzes as well. Alright, so are we all ready? Yes. Mostly I can see that students are saying they haven't learned this chapter yet. It's okay. Each and everything would be discussed. And I'm sure that after this session, this topic would be crystal clear in your mind. Yes. It's already there, Ash, on the channel. It's already there on the channel. After this session, you can please check that out. Ready? Yes? Alright. So let's get started. Now let me first tell you what all we are going to discuss today. So let me just walk you through the flow of the session. So we'll be talking about the origin and the axis. After that, we will talk about what Cartesian plane is, followed by locating a point on the Cartesian plane. And also, yes, we will be discussing a few questions as well. Yes, I can see that many students are now joining. So till now we did not discuss anything as such. These are the 3 topics that I'm telling you that I'll be discussing one by one. I will start with the topics. Let's start off with the first one, that is origin and axis. But straight away, before I jump into the 9th grade syllabus, let's recall what you have already learned in the previous grades. Yes? See, remember what I told you? There are few chapters in grade 9th which are connected with your previous grades, right? So it's always better to do a quick revision on them first. It's easier to get an understanding then, right? Alright, so let's get started. Now tell me, this is a number line that you can see over here on the slide, right? So if I ask you to plot any point on the number line, you would easily be able to do it, right? You know how to plot the points. I guess that you have learned in grade 6 and 7 before, right? Quickly. Yes. It's already started, Innovative 26. Yes, videos are there on the channel. Right? You can plot it, right? But if I ask you to plot A, B and C on this number line, can you tell me what is A, what is B, what is C over here? Can anybody tell me what A, B and C over here is? Yes, quickly. Yes, Rafiq Ahmed, Amanpal, Kashish. Any answers? Because A is here, it's not lying on the number line. B is here, not lying. C is here, that is also outside. So how can we plot this on the number line. We won't be able to plot it, right? No. Menagu, you are talking about the corresponding value, that it is corresponding to 0. It's not like that. A is here. It is. I said this thing. It's not on the number line. Correct, Vidit Kalra. We need 2 reference lines for this because it is lying somewhere outside. It's not on the line. Right? So we cannot plot this. It's not possible. So what are we going to do in such cases? Let's take one more example. Let's say if I ask you to count the number of benches in a classroom. These are the benches in a classroom. If I ask you to count this, will you be able to count this? Yes? No, Ash. A is not 0 or 1. It's lying outside. It was not there on the number line. So you cannot plot it. You are saying yes. Menagu. Hi, Disha. Doing good. Thank you. 7 benches. Easily countable, right? But let's suppose if those benches are arranged in rows and columns. Now if I ask you to find out the location of this blue bench over here, can you tell me what is the location of this blue bench? Anyone? Yes, 7 is the right answer. Previous one was a very simple one, right? All in a straight line. Easy to guess. No, Sanjana. Manu by divide. So you know how to find this. Prachi also knows it. Sanjana knows it. So basically what we are doing here is we are making use of the Cartesian plane. And for these things only, to resolve such things, René Descartes discovered Cartesian plane. Yes, this chapter is super easy. Trust me. So just focus for just few minutes, right? And this whole chapter would be crystal clear in your minds, right? Okay. All right. So you said that we need the Cartesian plane. So here you can see a Cartesian plane, right? What is a Cartesian plane? It's basically a 2-dimensional coordinate plane, right? It is 2-dimensional, which is formed by the intersection of this x-axis and this y-axis over here. You can see this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. They both are perpendicular to each other, right? 90 degree. Yes? All right, Disha. Correct. Yes, Poon. So the students who know a little bit of concept, who have done this chapter nicely in grade 8, who still remember it, I'm sure that they would be able to answer it. Yes. Okay. So x and y over here, yes, 90 degrees. They are perpendicular to each other. Absolutely, Bikram. So what is happening here? Here I can see that, let's suppose if I talk about the components of a Cartesian system. Here you can see x and y axis. What is this here? Can you tell me what is this here? 0, 0, this is O. What is this? What do we call this? Does this have a specific name? Yes. Prachi is saying Harshit, Prachi, Vidit Kalra. Yes, that is origin. Absolutely. Vatsal, Raj. I can see a lot many new names over here today. Yeah. Chapter correct, Tarun. It is easy. So this is what? This is the origin. You all are right. Yes, Monica, Ash, Priya. We all know where both the axes are intersecting. That's the origin. Now let's understand a few components here. We all know what x coordinate is. We know what y coordinate is. Yes? We are aware of it. So what is x coordinate? The distance of a point from the y-axis. This is the y-axis, right? Let's suppose the point is here. So whatever the distance of that point is from the y-axis, that's going to be the x coordinate. Let's suppose point is here. Whatever the distance of this point from the y-axis, that will give you the x coordinate, and that x coordinate is basically called the abscissa, right? In proper, I would say, coordinate geometry terms. If you talk about the terminology of coordinate geometry, so we call it abscissa. A lot many times this term is used, so don't get confused, right? Correct, Rafiq, Manu, Yashasvi, Harshit. Absolutely. Talking about the y coordinate. Similarly, if I talk about the y coordinate, what the y coordinate is going to be? The distance of a point from the x-axis. Let's say point is here. Its distance from the x-axis gives us what? It gives us the y coordinate, and we call this ordinate. It's called ordinate. Yes? Correct. I will not say x-axis abscissa. X coordinate is abscissa. That term is slightly wrong, I would say. Yes, Monica. Y coordinate is ordinate. Rashmi, Shalvi. Yes, we will talk about that as well, Shalvi. Alright, so this is clear. Okay, now let's talk about, if I talk about this in a little bit more detail, this is the Cartesian plane that I have got. This is the origin. So coordinates of origin are 0, 0. We all know this, right? Now, x coordinate of every point on the y-axis. on the y-axis. This is the y-axis, right? You can see there is a point on the y-axis, point already marked here. This point, that is 0, 4, point P. If you check the x-coordinate, what is the x-coordinate over here? X-coordinate, or you can also call it abscissa. X-coordinate is 0. So whenever the point is on the y-axis, please focus on this because many times these things are asked in the paper, right? Even sometimes what happens is we feel that this chapter is so easy. So obviously it happens. We get so overconfident, and in that overconfidence, we lose marks. And I don't want that to happen. That's why I'm saying please focus on this here. That if the point is lying on the y-axis, so obviously in that case, the x coordinate is going to be 0, right? Yes. This is clear, right? Quickly, thumbs up, smileys if you have understood this. Yes, Vidit Kalra, you're right. And if the point is on the x-axis, like point is here, 4, 0, you can see in that case, always y coordinate is going to be 0. That means ordinate is going to be 0. Lots of thumbs up I'm getting here. I can see that. Rafiq, Prachi, Devansh, it's okay. You have missed a few things. But still we are recalling the previous concepts that you have learned earlier in the previous grades. Yes, Manu, right. Absolutely, correct. Monica, Ash. All right. So these were the things that you have already learned before in the previous grades. Now let's learn the new topics that you have in grade 9. So first is the Cartesian plane. All right. So take a look at this. This is the Cartesian plane. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. I hope you all know that on this side, this is called x dash and this is called y dash. This is the negative of y-axis. This is the negative of x-axis. Did you all know this thing before? I'm sure you would know because in grade 8 also we do plotting of the points, right? No, Vatsal. If it is lying on any of the axes, then we do not consider that in quadrants. We say that it is on x-axis, on x dash axis, on y-axis. You know that. Great. Alright, so obviously, if you already know it, I won't be explaining that thing again. If you have any doubts, please ask. So here we are talking about this point P. Its coordinates are x, y. So we know that this is our first quadrant. Yes. This is what? This is our second quadrant. This is my third quadrant and this is my fourth quadrant. So this is the positive side of x-axis. This is the positive of y-axis. So obviously here both x coordinate and y coordinate, that means abscissa as well as ordinate, are going to be positive, right? Yes. All right. Yashasvi, I hope this is clear. Any doubts still here? Quickly thumbs up, smileys if you have understood this. If you have any doubts, please post that in the chat section. Yes. Yes, Rafiq, absolutely. Ash, lots of thumbs up I can see here. Smileys. Yes, Yashasvi, Venkat, Prince, Aditi, Ananya, Kalpana, Monica, Prashansa. Yes, quickly everybody. Rohit, once again. So here we have these four quadrants. This is the first quadrant that I'm talking about. And this is what? This is the positive side of x-axis. This is the positive side of y-axis. This is positive x-axis, positive y-axis. So this point P over here, if you take a look at this distance is what here? This distance is from the origin. It is at a distance of x units from the origin. Now look at this point here. This is at a distance of y units from the origin, right? This y is greater than 0. This is showing that y is going to be a positive value. X is also going to be a positive value because this is the positive axis. Now, here both of them are positive. Both x coordinate and both y coordinate, both abscissa and ordinate are going to be positive. This is clear? Understood. Great, Rohit. Yes, Karnam. Clear. Okay, moving to the next one. If you see, this was the first quadrant. So we have understood we have got four quadrants. Now this is the second quadrant. Now PXY is here. What happens? This distance, if you see from the origin, this distance is x. But this time x is going to be less than 0. It will be a negative value. Why? Because I told you that this is x dash. This is the negative of x-axis. Yashasvi, very easy. Trust me. Very easy. I know that when you're learning a concept, initially it looks a little difficult, but once we start trying questions, you would feel that there's nothing in this chapter. And I tell you something, when I used to prepare for the exams, I remember this is one of the chapters which I used to practice at the end, because there is nothing. It's the most simplest of all the chapters. All right, so here x, the distance, this distance from the origin, this is representing its distance from the y-axis, right? Its distance from the origin here, but this value is less than 0 because it's going to be negative. Similarly, the distance over here, right? The distance over here from the y-axis, look at this distance. Here the value of y is going to be positive. Why? Because this is going to be the positive of y-axis. So here the abscissa is negative but ordinate is positive. Please do not get confused with these signs. These are very important to understand. After this, we will try out a few questions also so that you can get a better understanding on this. Yes? I hope this is clear. Okay, let's move ahead to the next quadrant. That is quadrant 3, third quadrant. Okay, so here, both of them are going to be negative because this value, if you see, this is going to be negative, right? This is the distance from here. This value is going to be negative. And similarly, if you look at this value, this is also going to be negative since this is the negative of y-axis, right? Both of them are negative, abscissa as well as ordinate. Manu ma'am, math has become my favorite subject because of your sessions. Thank you. I feel so good when I see such comments that these sessions are actually helping you. All right, so this is the third quadrant. Yes, both negative. Nice one, Rafiq. All right. Okay, moving to the fourth quadrant, right? Just remember this thing. This is the point Px, Pxy. Now again, this distance from the x-axis you see over here, right? This distance from the x-axis if you see here, and this much distance over here. This is representing what? This is representing over here, and that this value is positive, but this is going to be negative. Just remember the axis over here. It's very simple. Let me just tell you one thing. It will become very easier for you to understand. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is x dash, negative of x-axis, that means. This is y dash, negative of y-axis. I'm just telling you the crux, the summary of this. Okay. Now, this is the positive side. This is the positive of y-axis. So, in this quadrant, since both are positive, abscissa and ordinate are going to be positive. Moving to the next quadrant, second quadrant, this is negative and this is positive, right? So, here, this is negative, so abscissa is negative, but this is ordinate is positive. Moving to the next one, if you look at this quadrant, this is negative, so both are negative here. Moving to the fourth quadrant, this is positive, but this is negative, so plus minus. Easy to understand. Thank you, Shubhi. Hi Ashwin. Good evening Aisha. A lot many students are now joining. It's okay, the question part is still left. Yes? No worries Aisha. Whatever you have missed, recorded sessions would be there. Good evening Sumit. Okay, alright. So this is about the Cartesian plane. Now look at this. So earlier we just picked up x and y. Now let's pick up examples. It will be much more easier for you to understand. Let's suppose I have this 2, 3. So obviously they both are positive. This will lie in the first quadrant. Let's suppose if I give you minus 3, 4. In which quadrant will this lie? Minus 3, 4. Quickly. Minus 3, 4. In which quadrant is it going to lie? Studies and create. No Menti today, but yes, soon we will come up with that. It's very easy, Rohit. Yes? Nice. Yes, Sumit. Absolutely. Second quadrant. Absolutely. You all are correct. So similarly, this minus 4, minus 6. Both abscissa and ordinate are negative. So this lies in the third quadrant. Let's suppose if I ask you 5, minus 4. In which quadrant is it going to lie? Yes, loads of hearts. You can see here. Second, fourth. Kalpana is saying it's going to be fourth. Monica, Prince, Sumit. Yes, quickly everybody. Sumit, fourth, Rohit, Yashasvi, Manu, Prince, Rafiq. I can see 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, right? It's moving so fast. But everybody is saying 4. Yes, you are right. It's the fourth quadrant. Because this is positive, this is negative. Abscissa positive, ordinate negative. That's fourth quadrant. Easy one, right? Okay, let's summarize this. So this is what we have learned till now. Here, both of them would be positive. Then negative, positive. Abscissa and ordinate both negative. Abscissa positive, ordinate negative. Simple concept, right? So this was about the Cartesian plane. I hope Cartesian plane is clear to everyone now. Quickly give me loads of thumbs up if you have understood this. Monalisha, Darshan. Yes, easy one, Rohit, Yashasvi. Clear now. Earlier you were asking me a couple of minutes before, ma'am, is this chapter easy or tough? Now you tell me, is this easy or tough? And also one interesting thing, on this chapter, generally if you talk about the type of questions, there is not a lot of questions that you can find in the books. Even if there is NCERT or any other book, even if you are doing any reference book or something, questions are limited. That's what we always want, right? We don't want to practice too many questions, but an easy chapter still. Crystal clear, easy one. Great, let's move ahead to the next topic, locating a point on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so this is the Cartesian plane we have. You can see the points over here, marked in blue, right? So here we have located this point 5, 3. How are we locating it? This over here, this 5, this is the x coordinate. What is it showing? What is it showing, this 5? Anybody? Yes? Prasun, this chapter is very easy peasy, easiest of all, correct? Full geometry group, wow. Alright, so here what we are showing is 5 is the abscissa, right? 5 is the abscissa, this is the x coordinate. If this is the x coordinate, what does it mean? Correct, this is the distance from the y-axis, right? If this is 3, this is the ordinate. This is showing that it's distance from the x-axis. Yes? Darshan, it would be opposite. Right? Okay, moving to the next point, minus 4, 4. So what is minus 4 here? That's the abscissa, the x-coordinate. This is showing that it's distance from the... Yes. Yes, Prasoon, absolutely. So is this point clear to everyone? Quickly. Are both these points clear? How are we actually plotting it? Because next question that is coming up is gradually, like we will increase the level of the questions. Questions are good. Yes? All right. I can see a lot of yes, thumbs up. Clear? Great. Let's move ahead. Let's quickly take a look at this question. State in which quadrant or on which axis do the following points lie? Okay. Now somebody asked me a couple of minutes before, is it going to be a quadrant or axis? Depends what the point is. Like 3, minus 5. Can you tell me in which quadrant is it going to lie? Quadrant or axis? Quickly, I want answers. Answers should be in order. Order for all of them. Monica, first one to answer. She's saying the first one is going to be in the 4th quadrant. Yes. Rafiq, Prince, Pratima, Sunil Pandey, Sumit, Monalisha. First quadrant. Okay, first quadrant, fourth quadrant. Yes, fourth quadrant is going to be the answer. X is 3 and y is minus 5. X is 3, y is minus 5. It's going to be here. Correct? 3 minus 5. Moving to the next one, minus 4, minus 3. No, Rashmi, that's fourth quadrant. How is it first quadrant? First quadrant, both are positive, abscissa as well as ordinate. Third one, mostly students are saying third. I can see that. Aditi, Rohit, Prashansa, Monica, Monalisha, Rafiq, third quadrant. Yes, you are right because both are negative here, you see. So x is minus 4, y is minus 3. That's going to be here, minus 4 and minus 3. That's the point, right? Correct. Moving to the next one, 0, minus 3. 0, minus 3. Quadrant, axis, what is it? 1. Abscissa over here is 0. First of all, it cannot lie in the quadrant. No, Rohit, not 1. It cannot. Somebody said negative y-axis. Somebody said negative y-axis. Yes? Y-axis or negative of y-axis. That means this y dash. It's here. 0, minus 3. Yes. This is the negative of y-axis. The one which is downward. Next one is 2, 0. Which quadrant or axis is it? Quickly. Rafiq is saying negative x-axis for this one. Yes, logic. Correct, Rohit. Manu Baijuite, negative, right. X-axis. Positive x-axis, right. X is 2 and, X coordinate 2, Y coordinate 0. 2, 0, positive x-axis, right? Vidit Kalra. Absolutely right. So we have understood the concept. Now you could see that while you were understanding the concepts, it looks like there is a lot of information. Now that you're solving it, when you're applying that knowledge to it, it seems very easy, right? Nothing difficult in it, yes? All right. So we have tried out a lot of questions together. Now it's time that you try out some questions all by yourself. So we have a few poll questions for you. So you can let me know the answers in the chat like you usually do. So here is the question: for A equals to 3, B equals to -6, X equal to -11, Y equals to 8, the point A plus B, comma X plus Y lies in which quadrant? And I'm giving you 30 seconds for this. Quickly. 30 seconds are good enough to answer such questions, I guess. Oh my God, Dhairya, thank you. Prashansa, thanks a lot. Now this is your favorite chapter. Easy question? Trust me, if you try questions from any of the books on coordinate geometry, you will find all the questions are easy if the concepts are clear. Yes? This is not menti, Satsa. Third, everybody is saying C, third. Wow, it seems like you all are so confident. Well, you're right. Third is the right answer for this. So what we have done here is A plus B. What is A plus B going to be? A plus B, if you find this out, that's basically 3 minus 6, which is -3. And X plus Y, -11 plus 8, that's going to be -3. So if I try plotting this, it's going to be here, right? -3, -3. Yes, that's the third quadrant. Easy one. Ready for another question? Yes? Okay. A rectangle whose length and breadth are 5 and 3 units respectively has a vertex at the origin. Please understand the question carefully. I know the concept is clear to you, but if you understand this carefully, if you have a notebook and a pen with you, that would be great if you can draw this. I'm sure you would be able to give the right answer. The longer side lies on the x-axis and one of the vertices lie in the first quadrant. What are the coordinates of the vertices? Thank you, Dhairya. This is something different, right? Trust me, I'm giving you a hint. Make a figure. Coordinates of the vertices. I'm not going to solve this. First, you tell me what the coordinates are going to be. Yes, quickly. Kalpana is saying coordinates of the vertices. Like for the... Yeah, make it, try it out. You have to... Okay, I'll not give you a hint. All the vertices basically you have to mark. Sumit is saying 5-3, Vatsal 5-3. Please, one more thing. Don't copy the answers from the chat. That person could be wrong as well, right? So try this yourself. This is not difficult. It's 5-3. Why only 5-3? Okay, let's check it out. First, this is my Cartesian plane. Now, question is saying, a rectangle is there. Rectangle, I know it's a four-sided figure, right? It's vertex. Vertex means that corner thing. Now, one of the vertex is at the origin. This is origin, right? I don't know triangle. Rectangle is like this. It's like this. It's like this. I don't know how big or small it is, right? One vertex is at origin. That is clear. Longer side lies on the x-axis. Longer side means the length with 5 units. That is on the x-axis. So, it is on the x-axis. Let's mark this. And breadth as 3 units. 3 units would be this. Right? Breadth is 3 units. So 3 units from here as well because opposite sides are equal. So this is going to be the rectangle. Now I have to mark, I have to label all the coordinates of all the 4 vertices. So this is the origin. What is this going to be? Correct, Manju Baiju White. Yes, this is 0, 0. This over here is going to be 5, 0. This over here is going to be 0, 3. And over here this is going to be 5, 3. Now are you able to understand this? I think that the concept is clear, but you did not read the question carefully. You were only telling me the vertex, only one vertex. Right? You have to, that's what I told you. Rectangle is there, so you did by on your own. That's good. You answered the same, right, Manju? I saw that. So let's see the actual neat and clear figure. Let me just remove this. So this is the thing. You have seen the coordinates also, right? Clear? No doubts in this? Although this question was a little different from the ones that we were doing before. Any doubts? Quickly. If you have no doubts, give me thumbs up smileys so that I can move ahead. Balraj Singh, easy chapter. Rafiq, yes, clear. Ma'am, you know my name, but please test it. Did I choose premium classes too? Pratima, thank you. Prince, Aditi, Smileys, thumbs up, Madhav, Monica. All right, this is clear. Let's try out one more question. Now this time be careful, okay, while you're answering. On a graph paper, plot the points A3, 0 and B3, 3, C0, 3. Now join A, B and C, A, B and C, and what is the figure formed? Yes, quickly. These are the 3 points. Yes, quickly, quickly, quickly. Thank you, Navjot. Okay, I can see answers have started coming up. Let's take a look at this. So what do we have here? A is 3, 0. This is 3, 0. Right? So here, and B is 3, 3. This is 3, 3. C is 0, 3. I think the names, the alphabets have been exchanged here. So this over here would be 0, 3. This is 3, 0. Well, that doesn't matter. If I join this out, what am I going to get? If you see this complete figure, if I'm including this origin also, it's going to be a square. If I just include this, it's going to be a triangle, right? So if you include all this, all the 4 points, it's going to be a square, right? That's what I said. But if you are including only these 3 points, it's going to be a triangle, correct? A, B, and actually here O is also there, O and C. So we are including all 4, so that means it's a square. Easy one. Both ways answer is correct if you're considering 3 points or 4 points. You have understood the concept? Great. Let's move ahead. Now again we have a poll question. Ready for it? Yes? Okay, let's take a look at this question. Mirror image of point 4, 2 with respect to the x-axis is. Quickly. Yes, Prashansa. Considering, if 4 points we are considering, 3 points we are considering, both would be correct. In that case, yes. 13 seconds more. Waiting for the answer. This is a logical one. Monica, first one to answer. She's saying it's going to be 4, -2. Rohit says it's B. Satsa, Umesh, Kali saying B. Okay, everybody's... Okay, AB, I can see over here. Time is up. Let's check the answer. You all are wrong. It's D. I think only one person said D. Rest everybody was saying AB. I could not read the name. It's 4 -2. Yes. And I think Monica, yes, Monica said D. Okay, so what is it actually? When I'm talking about mirror image with respect to x-axis, x-axis basically is considered as my mirror. So my image would be this side, right? When I'm considering x-axis, image would be downward. So what this point is, x is same, right? Abscissa is same, but ordinate is going to be what? That's -2. So 4, -2. Dhairya said D. Yes. Manu also said D. Devansh D. Vatsal, okay, B. So, what I saw earlier was mostly options were A and B, but somebody said the first answer which I saw was 4, -2. Oh, x-axis nahi dekha. So that's what I say. Read the question carefully. Yes? Don't rush. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's take a look at the next question. Or what is it? Well, it's an activity now. Questions are done, and this is very interesting. So, the 3 things that you require here is, you need a graph paper, you need a pencil, you need a ruler, right? Now, who am I? You have to guess this. Yes, Monica, I remember you said that. You were the first one to answer that. Do we have all these things handy? Yeah? A graph paper, pencil, and a ruler. Do we have this right now? Prantik, Rohit, yay, activity. Yes, do we have that? All right, great. Ready for the activity? Yes? Okay, let's take a look. The question is, you have to plot the points on the grid. All these points, 9 points you can see here. Then draw a straight line to connect one point to the next. Like on the graph, you have to plot 8, 6. You have to plot 4, 10. Join them using a straight line. You have to plot 2, 4. 4, 4. Join them using a straight line. Similarly, plot 4, 2, 2, 4. Join them. 4, 2, 8, 2. This way you keep plotting all these points and join them. It's already mentioned which point has to be joined with which one. Yes, let me show you. Plotting is simple, right? Plotting is not difficult. Once you plot all these points, I can do this. Easy one, right? Plotting is simple. We have to check what is it actually. Decimal points, don't worry. We will tell you decimal points as well. We will try out difficult questions as well, but not now. Yes, soon we will come up with such sessions as well where we will be considering only the challenging questions. All right, all right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to join these points as said in the question. Once I join that, what I'm getting here? What is this actually? What is this? Question was, who am I? What is it actually? It's too easy, yes? Yeah, indeed it is easy. I told you at the beginning of this session also. Boat, right, Pratima? Yes, Suyash, Manu, Neelam, Rohit, Sanjana. Yes, it's a boat, right? Simple one, right? That was an interesting activity, isn't it? You can also try this out. Obviously, it's going to be a little time consuming. So right now, it won't be possible for you to do it with me because here I can show you with the help of animation. So you can do this activity, try this out after this session, and you can let me know in the comment section, were you able to do this or not? Yeah? Yes. So that's it from my end, but I cannot leave you without an homework question. So in which quadrant does the point -101 and -299 lie? You have to check which quadrant is it going to be in. You can let us know the correct answer in the comment section after this session. And I think this is something that we've already talked before, but do check this out. Link is there in the description. And to avail the offer, you have to use this code YTFREE. Yes, all are in caps over here. And the link for the Telegram channel is also there in the description. If the students who haven't joined it, please do join it. So many benefits you are getting here. I'm sure that you would love it. So don't worry, we have got you covered. We have lined up so many sessions for you from every Monday to Friday to make you exam ready. And if you're liking this session, please hit the like button quickly and share it with your friends, in your school groups, with your neighbors, or whomsoever you feel that it's going to be helpful for them. No mentee today. That's okay. You can watch the recorded session. And please subscribe the channel if you haven't yet, because I do not want you to miss any new updates from us. All right. So I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.